Welcome back to LearnBC. You're here with Jared. We're in a series called Basics 101. This is the introduction to Business Central. Now, our first SOP here is getting started and navigating. How to navigate Business Central. Before we get into this, there's three-part structure to every SOP. Number one is the context and rules, the trigger, the preconditions, and the principles. And we step through the procedure. If there's 5, 10, 20 steps in it, we will walk you through it. Then we talk through the outcomes, e.g. what if it goes wrong, an exception, and how you deal with it, and then what it looks like if it's right. Now, before we start today, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. We love our community where we want you to be part of it. Please stay in touch with us by emailing how@learnbc.today. Let's get started. Now, getting started and navigation. The topics covered here is signing into Business Central via URL. So understanding your role center layout, what's the heading, headline, the cues, the navigation, navigating between pages using menus and breadcrumbs, okay, moving between fields using keyboard, tab, and enter, and accessing Business Central on mobile or tablet devices. So the trigger here is a new user has been given access to Business Central and you need to log in. How on earth do you do that? We're going to talk you through it. The preconditions here, you've been given an account, your user account is created, and you've got access to Business Central. Okay, now the second thing here is the Business Central URL is provided. I'm going to show you how to log in if you don't have it, but you should have the URL from your system administrator. They'll say, please log in here, and that will get you into your company's database. Use a modern browser, please. Do not try and open this on some crazy device like an Xbox. Like, stick to your desktop computer from work or your phone that's approved by your work organization. But any modern browser will make this work, and you can, when we talk about the tablet or mobile, install the Business Central application on those devices. And the last thing is the role assign. Your administrator has assigned you a role center to appropriate to you. Now, I'm using Business Manager today, but you might be manufacturing, warehousing, whatever. Okay, so each to their own. Now, the key principles. BC is role tailored. The whole system is designed that you have a role, you yourself. Now, if you've got a big team, we might even split your team between a few different roles. For example, finance might have accountants, AP, the payables team, the receivables team, they might have a fixed assets team. And so subsequently, there may be a requirement to have multiple roles. Navigation is consistent. The same navigation patterns apply across all devices, okay? Learn it once, use it everywhere. Browser based only. Business Central runs entirely in the browser. There is no desktop application to install. Now, Chrome does say, hey, do you want to install this application? All it's doing is giving you a dedicated Chrome browser to that application. It's like on your phone, saving a link to a website and putting it on your home screen. And single sign-on. Business Central uses your email, username, and password. It's the Microsoft 365 credentials. If you are already signed into Microsoft 365, Business Central will sign you in automatically. You might not even see our first step of logging in. Important notes here, role center mismatch. If your role center does not match your job function, contact your administrator, have it corrected. Do not attempt to change it yourself without understanding the implications. It will change your entire navigation structure. And the second thing, critical warning, never share your Business Central login credentials with anyone. You should never give your email address, your username or password to anyone under any circumstances. Shared logins violate Microsoft licensing terms and create audit trail risk for your organization. Further than that, you open yourself up to security nightmares. Well, let's get into the SOP. What we're going to do, we're going to step through step 1 to 6. Step 1 is open Microsoft Edge or Chrome, enter your company's Business Central URL, sign in with the credentials when prompted. Step 2 is to identify your role center, and we'll talk through that. How do you do that? Okay, how do you work? How do you know what role you're in? Number 3 is navigating using the top menu. Okay, the navigation menu. Navigating between fields. So if you're in a section of Business Central, you can tab and forwards and backwards, and we'll talk to that. And then clicking an activity queue tile on your dashboard, what happens, and the drill through effect where you can flow into flow fields. And then access Business Central on a mobile or tablet, and I'll show you how to do that quite simply. It's very easy to do. Let's go to Business Central. Here I am in my browser, and I've gone to the Dynamics website. Now, if you've gone and tried to look up, you could type businesscentral.dynamics.com, and it will bring you here, and you could click sign in. So that's our first option, and it's going to prompt you with your credentials. The second option that we've got is if you're not sure what your URL is and you want your URL, businesscentral.dynamics.com/your domain name. So your company's email address, whatever is on your email address or your username, and generally the environment is called production. So not always. Some of our customers have production AU, production NZ, production UK, might be a sandbox. So that's why it's important to get the URL from your team. The third way, here you can see I have a URL that's been provided to me. This is a clean browser. I've never used this before. Let's see what happens. As I click enter, it's going to bring up the Microsoft sign-in, and this is where you'll type your name at yourdomain.com.au, and you will click next and sign in with your credentials that you use on a day-by-day basis to log into the Microsoft environment. Okay, here I am signed in to Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central. I'm going to close my first 2 tabs, and what we want to do is to navigate into Business Central and find our way around this app. Before I do, I want to point out something. This is a Microsoft application. It's sitting here within your Office 365. If I was in, for example, SharePoint, so let's go to SharePoint. Here you can see SharePoint. You can see, if I was to say Word, and what you'll notice that's consistent across these applications is there's an application bar at the top of every application, as well as Business Central, and it lets you know that you are in Office 365. On the far right, you can see my user profile. This is my same user profile that's used for all of the Microsoft applications. If I click the menu, I can quickly get into all of my other applications. So from your application bar, you'll notice at the far right, if I want to log back out, I can click on my profile and I can just click sign out, and you will sign out of Business Central. Now, while I'm here in my dashboard role, what we want to do is we want to look at, first and foremost, what is my role? Now, there's one easy way to do that. We're going to hit the cog, the gear that sits here in the top right hand corner. And as you do, this is a menu in this training series that you are going to use a lot. Personalize and my settings are common. As we get through this list, there may be things here that you don't have access to. You may not be an administrator. You may not have access to page scripting features or advanced settings, assisted setup, or company information. But that being said, personalize and my settings you'll use all the time. If I click my settings pops up with my role, and I can see the company I'm in. I check my region and my language, and I know that I'm in my particular role, which is really important for me. I can see my company. I can see my cues. If I close this, it's going to give me my headline, which shows me what's going on a day-by-day basis statistically. Now, some people love this. In personalization, I'll show you how to hide it, because I don't know, I'm I like the space. The icons all flatten out if you get rid of it. So anyway, that's a personal opinion. Okay, but the headline banner at the top, we have here the activity cues, which you can see here, all of the activity cues. And the third thing we need to show you is the navigation menu at the top. So here we are, we've got all of our menu that's relative. Now, one of the things that's really cool, this is a feature came out, I don't know, a year or two ago. The first thing is this all reports function that's available to my role. If I click that, it's gonna load every report that I may want to turn around and get access to within my role. So all reports is a quick shortcut to everything on one page. The second thing that's super useful is the hamburger. If I click that, it's gonna open up my role, the business manager, and everything that I have access to within the system within this, okay? So it's quite a quick way to get a full perspective of what you're allowed to see, and you can then go explore more roles, and if you have permission to it, you'll be able to get into different things that are there. Now, when I'm in the system, up in the application bar, there's a few other icons that are important for us. We have the question mark, which is how if we click on it, we get help. Okay, you've got the help articles about what you're doing. You've got help and support and your keyboard shortcuts here. If we go to the notifications can be configured based on workflows or Business Central automations, which would tell you a notification as a prompt. You have the search, otherwise known as tell me. So if you start typing into tell me, and it depends on which version your business uses, it will turn around and give you a filter. So if I search customer, you'll see here I have all of this cool stuff up here broken down by different sections here, which is fantastic, and we'll speak more on this in future videos. We have Copilot here. I can see Copilot and I can ask it questions. I have the ability for me to change company. So if I want to change between company A, B, C, D, you just click this tile and you can flip between them. So navigating using the top menu as you go into certain sub menus, I talked about this in the introduction. You can pin that sub menu to just give you a bit more perspective of what section you're in. So you can see now it's grayed out. I know I'm at customers. If I click sales quotes, I know I'm at quotes, etc. If I'm in a quote and I wanted to navigate between fields, Business Central was developed back in the day where some people are just using keyboards before using mice. And so keyboard shortcuts are still a powerful way in using your keyboard effectively. And we're going to talk to shortcuts later. But just now, I tab and it will take me between the fields. If I hold the shift key and tab, it will bring me back, up and down. So tabbing to move forward between fields, or shift tab to move backwards, and press enter on a particular field at any time. It can also take you down the page, but if it's actually got a prompt with an OK, you hit enter and it will accept on that page. Now, on your home screen, I'm actually going back to here. I have activity cues. You can see I've got 2 quotes. If I was to click on the quote, I can see, I'm going to make this full screen by using the full screen button just there. And here you can see I have 2 quotes. Now I've got my fact box on the side, which tells me a bit of information. I can see an amount. Okay. I could drill into that amount if I wanted to. Okay. And it will take me into the particular, what is made up of this document. I can click on the number and it will open that up for me. So as we're browsing from sales orders, I can just click in, 2 clicks and I'm into a record set. I'm hitting escape every time to go backwards, just as a shortcut. If I click on the sales invoices, I can click on a sales invoice and here's my posted sales invoices. And again, to go out, I can press the back arrow or escape, and it brings me back home. And To access Business Central on a phone or a mobile application like a tablet, you can go to your suitable app store and search Business Central, and it will give you the Business Central application, and you can log in and with your username and password, and automatically it will go to your last place you were logged in on your computer. But to show you how you could open this on a browser, I'm going to show you by just in front of the URL after the environment name called production, I'm going to type in here phone. Now as I do that, I'm going to go down into my browser's developer tools and turn on the mobile mode. And as you can see now, I'm using a pretend, what is this? This is a iPhone 12. And now my favorites bar is showing in the menu. So special note there, if I bookmark my favorites through the application when I'm on my phone, I can quickly go to a bookmark and it takes me to a key data set that I want to see. See that there? And that's available here. You could type this URL in chat to yourself, open it on your phone, and this will open on a browser just like this, and you'll be able to open Business Central on your mobile phone. The other thing you can do is if you change phone to tablet, it's going to change this into the tablet version. So let's go to an iPad Pro. I'm going to tilt this, and here we now have a tablet edition of Business Central, which looks different, gives us a few more options. It's got a larger landscape, and it is very quick. So as quick as it is here on the computer is how it works live in the field, because I'm on a production environment right now. There's no delays, there's no nothing. So it's quite a snappy little application there. And my role gives me the activity cues of what I may want to know in my role. So if you're in a warehouse, production, manufacturing, you can get access to all of this information, including your analytical data that's available at the bottom of your dashboard. So what happens, what sometimes goes wrong, your login fails. So incorrect credentials. Check that you're using your Microsoft 365 email address. Now, the most common that I've seen is I have clients that have employees that are studying at university or at TAFE, and both of those use a Microsoft 365 account. So you open it up on your laptop or on your personal laptop to try and go through this, and straight away you're logged in with your uni because you're not logging in a clean browser. So please, if you're using Chrome or Edge, go and create a new profile in the menu before getting in, then log in with your username and password. If the login fails because you've got no license assigned, you may see a message stating you do not have a Business Central license. Contact your administrator, your IT person, and have a license assigned to your account. Role Center looks wrong. Well, if your dashboard does not match your job function, this is covered in video 2. So we're going to cover this, managing settings and user profiles. Now, post conditions, what does it look like? If everything goes great, you're able to log in. You can identify the 3 sections of your Role Center. You can navigate to any page. In the top menu, you can move between fields using Tab and Enter. You're ready to proceed on to Standard Operating Procedure 2. I'll see you in the next video.